Hello and welcome to the stream. This is a quick and pretty spontaneous stream of the Flysimware Cessna 414 Chancellor, upgraded with the TDS GTN-XI, GTN 750. You can see it here, already in action. I have set everything up pretty much, I think. So we're ready to go. We'll just see if we can avoid this fuel truck, or it's not a fuel truck actually, but some kind of truck here, which is a little bit unpleasant. The current winds, I will just check the current winds in Innsbruck. So we have winds coming from 90 degrees and 6 knots, so this makes for an takeoff from runway 8. Just extend the flaps here, 1 notch. And yeah, I think we are ready to go. I'm just gonna set the heading to 880 and RPM full. The alt alert, we're gonna set this to 10,000. Flight director and yaw damper. It's gonna keep the roll and the pitch at first. We're gonna set it to to vertical speed mode. We have calibrated the altimeter. I'm gonna switch off the parking brake now and already set this to full left. We need a little bit of cabin air here because it's cold. I'm gonna check that later. Gonna deactivate the parking brake. You can see we're already rolling, and are we? Yeah, we are actually. Oh, okay, this was actually good, but we're not avoiding this gentleman here. Well, that's your fault, dude. And we're not avoiding this airplane here. So this is a little bit. I always wanted to to deactivate the static airplanes. It's not possible yet because I have traffic add-on. I'm gonna actually have to activate it first. Let me check this. It's MSFS and it's Air Alpha India Group. So this needs a while to start up, but we can sim. In the meantime, yeah. So for all the people, if there's any actually watching right now, just let me know if everything's all right with the stream, if the quality is okay, if the audio is okay. You can ask me any questions in the chat. So yeah, welcome to the Flysimware Cessna 414 Chancellor Early Access. Keep in mind, this is an early access version. You can buy it at a reduced price. I think it's about $40 at the moment from the Flysimware homepage. It will also install a... Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the Garmin trainer for the TDS. I'll talk about that because later, because it gets a little complicated if I'm telling you everything right now. So what is happening now? Okay, we'll make it. Oh, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Quick control check here. So everything working, right? I think it loaded the traffic though. Did it? No, it didn't. Okay, so everything's fine here. Did it load the traffic, actually? Could be. No, it's not yet loaded. I will tell you when it's loaded. So we're going to do a quick flight. We're going to depart from snowy Innsbruck to Venice, Italy. We're going to cross the Alps. Hope that the weather is okay. I didn't really check the en route weather because I just want to get things moving here quickly. So we need a little more lights here. We need... Oh god. No, come on. What is happening now? Okay. Okay, we don't need the fuel pump anymore. But we need the landing light now. No, not retract. We need it now. Okay. You can see it extending right now. It's a very choppy experience. I think it's because it's still loading up the traffic. I don't know if I have to get rid of that, because that is pretty unpleasant at the moment. So you can already see one of the really annoying specialties of Microsoft Flight Simulator right now, that runway is always, when there's just a light snow coverage, most of the runway is covered in snow, which is quite a problem when you're on approach and you're trying to find the runway visually. Yeah, but we should be okay for us. So I'm gonna make the turn here right now, so we don't need all that runway to get this thing in the air. So I hope it's okay for you if I make the turn here. Alright, here we go. Alright, align yourself to the runway. Okay, just apply the power slowly. And full power. Knots and 100 knots, lift off. So positive rate, gear up. And flaps up. Okay, autopilot activates. So it's going to keep the roll and it's going to keep the vertical speed. So we're going to pick up some speed here. I'm going to reduce the manifold pressure here a little bit. We don't want to get too much stress on the engines. I'm going to reduce propeller RPM here to get things out of the red band. And that is pretty much it. I'm going to reduce the manifold pressure a little more. Okay, so we're good for... We have configured the plane for climb now. So I'm gonna make the turn to south here as soon as we... You can see we just need a lot more altitude for making the turn to the south. So we don't need the... Well, yeah, that's pretty much set. So we have a pretty good climbing speed now, but it's gonna take us a while to get the altitude for being able to cross the mountains here. I think we have to climb higher than... So we're gonna pressurize the cabin here. Okay, so altitude is getting better. We're climbing at about 150 knots. reduce the mixture a little bit here. And I'm gonna close the cowl flaps. To be honest, I don't know if this has any effect at the moment. I tried a little bit. I did a short flight beforehand, and I tried to play around a little bit with the mixture, but it didn't really work. It didn't make any changes to the airplane itself, so I don't know if this is already working. I was just bedazzled that it didn't really change anything. Okay, so we're pretty much entering IFR conditions right now, and we're at 8,300 feet. So I'm gonna switch on the de-icing equipment now. Alright, so we can slowly make the turn to heading south now. Let's keep it to 150 approximately. Nice. And we're gonna set the direct 2 again. All right. All right. Look good. I think we can switch off the de-icing equipment now again. So cabin altitude is okay, we're at 12,500 right now. Altitude looks pretty good, actually. I think we're good with... I'm gonna go to... I think I'm gonna go to... so we're on a southerly heading. We're on a southerly heading, so this would mean that we would have to go to a... I think I'm gonna go to 14,500 feet since we're going south. Gonna reduce the vertical speed a little bit. I'm gonna go for 4,500 feet. We're in the clouds now again, so I'm gonna switch on the de-icing equipment. 14,200, 14,300. 14,400. And we're catching the altitude now. 14,500. Okay, now we will get it to... Where's the barometric pressure? Which is 290. Ah, I forgot 29902. So we're gonna again climb a little bit until we have the altitude. And here we are, I think. Oh, okay. Altitude, come on. Good. We're gonna set the airplane for cruise. I'm gonna reduce the mixture. And I'm gonna reduce the RPM. I'm gonna set it to... Yeah, and the manifold pressure will be at... I think I'm gonna go for 3.1 here about. Let's see where we settle with the speed. Yeah, I think that's okay. So and let's enjoy the view, right? So I don't know why it's so stuttery, to be honest. I think I have to be honest. I think it's because of the traffic add-on. I don't know if I really need it for this flight, but I'm gonna keep it activated. I'm just curious on how it works. So yeah, welcome to the Flysimware Cessna 414 Chancellor. Really nice plane, I have to say. From the experience so far is very, very pleasant. It's very smooth. I didn't experience any problems so far. It is a beautifully modeled plane. We will take a tour of the cabin in a minute. Will you have a tablet here? You can pretty much set anything here. I haven't found out. I don't know what. I don't know if you're able actually here to click something or should be able. I haven't read it into the manual right now. You can hide it. I'm just trying out. These are my first flights with the airplane. So far, very pleasurable experience. Very, very, very nicely modeled. It's a beautiful plane. You can see it here. It's you can see the individual rivets. The level of detail is just great. You can see it. It is beautifully modeled. Take a look at the details here. Oh, landing lights are still out. I'm sorry. That shouldn't be the case, actually. So, landing lights. Come on. And retract. And taxi lights off. So, yeah. Here we go. Nice. See the dents here, a little bit wear and tear here on the fuselage. Very beautiful. So let's take a tour of the cabin. I hope we can do it. Okay, so yeah, we can actually. So take a look at the cockpit. Very, very detailed, very beautifully modeled. It has this nice, a little worn out look to it. I mean, take a look at the brake pedals, the rudder pedals here, the beautiful carpet, and as we take a look at the seats, you can see it's well, it's always a pleasure to see how far the modeling of the airplanes has come. And well, this actually is a little weird here, this texture. Why did they? Or is this a mirror? Should this be a mirror actually? Well, in any case, it looks a little weird. So I think this is the. So yeah. Yeah. Nice. You get the champagne. Ah, the lights. The lights are working. Nice. Don't think you can close the curtains though. No, you can't. But as you can see, it's beautifully modeled. You can take a seat here actually and enjoy the view as a passenger here. Actually, can we store this view? Yeah, we can. Ah, it's nice, 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 nice. So, yeah. This actually is a very welcome change to the MD-11 that I tested a few days earlier, which was not a pleasurable experience at all. I was so looking forward to the MD-11 and it was such a big disappointment, and I'm still not over it. It's still a very, very, very bad example, I think a rushed release. At least they're working on it, which is okay, but so far it has not been a very good experience actually. So okay, altitude is good. The cabin altitude is good as well. Let me take a look at this because yeah, cabin altitude is good. Okay, it doesn't do anything. But I can depressurize the cabin, but it doesn't do anything. That's weird. Well, whatever. Okay, so let's do a little bit of engine surveillance. We have a manifold pressure of 3.1 approximately. We have RPM of just close to 25. We're doing a pretty good cruising speed here of 185 knots approximately. The EGT temperature is good. Oil pressure and temperature is fine. Fuel quantity is okay. Yeah, we pretty much doing fine here. This is the TDXi GTN that I just purchased. Very nice add-on, and it is a virtual cockpit integration on this plane. I think they're working on more planes. The Just Flight is one of the airplanes that's also compatible with VC integration. All the other planes I think you have a 2D panel. So I think actually we could. Let me check something here. We could switch left main, right main. Ah, okay, they're both. This one is going from the right main tank, and this one is going from the Left main tank. Okay, so I could change that they're both going for, if I have a fuel imbalance, I could change that they're both feeding fuel from the same tank. Well, very, very nice. So all right. So these are the lights. What is this? Oh Lord. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a crash to desktop. I didn't expect that. Well, keep in mind, beta early access version. I don't know if the Cessna, if the add-on is the culprit, or if any of my other add-ons, which are quite a few actually, are the culprit. But well, since you've seen, I think, a nice portion of the plane, I'm not going to restart the stream, the live stream, but maybe I'll do another one later. So far, I can say I very much like the plane. It's very, very nice to fly. It's a very pleasurable experience. And keep in mind, early access beta. So they still have a reduced price. If you're actually consider buying it, I would say go for it. It's very, very good. Okay, so have a nice day and happy landings, and hope to see you soon.